Okay, that's the rain coming down for like a week here. Hey guys, yeah. So it rains a lot here, and I can't really skate that much. But anyways, like today, I want to kind of talk about benefit of skateboarding, and oh, look at wind gusting rain. Yeah. So today, I want to talk about benefit of skateboarding because because I feel like even though I'm very serious and I'm committed on the sort of like skateboarding life, so to speak, like I ran the shop. I try to get as much like independence out of skateboarding as possible. Like right now, I'm still like selling my inventory from the shop and stuff, but yeah, like my life has been built around skateboarding. But anyways, like still people sometimes say stuff like I'm just going out having fun, and like this is some kind of activity that kids should do, not some 42-year-old grown up supposed to do. But yeah, like if, like, I feel like society still thinks of skateboarding as something that is belong to like like a child, kind of stuff. And I mean, if it was like say like golf or say go to gym or swimming or something like that, like they wouldn't think of it as less of it as a skateboarding still, and I would like to slowly change that perception over time, and I hope what I'm talking about it today here is going to help other people like talk about this subject, like. But anyways, so first thing I would say is like uh, skateboarding actually clears your mind. Like it sounds like people don't believe me quite often if I say this. Is it actually almost like a meditation, but in a different way? Like meditation is kind of like you uh, empty your mind, trying to empty your mind. But skateboarding actually it requires your full concentration, like 100% concentration, and you can't think of anything else. And that's why it clears your mind.
If I play a video game on extreme difficulty, then I have to concentrate fully on the game. It has a calming effect. Many people like if you play martial arts or you play pool, like something that forces you. It's like I think anything that forces you to concentrate fully actually has a calming effect. I find it just sort of like a restoring effect. Maybe. It's like it's good.
Jiu-jitsu's like that.
Yeah.
Archery's like that as well.
Yeah.
Like when you're shooting a bow, you have to. There's so many moving things, and you have to think only of it, and it cleans the mind.
It cleans the mind.
And skateboarding actually requires absolute concentration. Otherwise, you get punished. Like if you do some easy things like you're really used to, then like you can just do it. But the thing is like we're practicing basically absolute focus every single time. Basically, like when I do kickflip or tray flip, like I need to focus 100%. Otherwise, you get punished. You get hurt. And so skateboarding just absolutely occupies your brain, and then that clears your brain from all the noises in your head, like all the worries at the moment, like you can, because it's at the same time it's dangerous, like you're doing something, and if you're more disciplined, you get to be more free on the skateboard. So like basically more disciplined you are and more you're practiced, you're experienced. Like say like if you want to make 1 second error, you want to fly for a second, you're going to need to practice a lot, you know? So that's another thing about skateboarding is like more you're responsible and more you dedicated, more ability you gain.
I'll tell you one of the great activities is skateboarding. To learn to do a skateboard trick. How many times you got to get something wrong until you get it right?
And you keep falling and you hurt yourself.
And you hurt yourself, and if you learn to do that trick, now you got a life lesson. Whenever I see those skateboard kids, I think those kids will be all right.
Yes.
So the perception of, like, say, these activities, like normally say, like, I think a lot of kids like scooter nowadays because they can just roll right away. But skateboarding, even just rolling downhill or something like that, it doesn't come that easy. Like most people fall multiple times before they're able to roll down the hills, you know? So skateboarding requires like good expectation of reality, so to speak. You know, it teaches you to learn that everything requires effort. Like everything requires practice. Like, and another thing skateboarding teaches you is if you don't give up, you're gonna get it. Basically. Like, because like when you first just learn like simple trick like ollie, sometimes it requires like 1,000 times of practice, you know? So it is a good gauge for the real world actually, because skateboarding teaches you that in order to get something, you have to put this much amount of effort, which is a lot. Like even if you want to learn how to pop shove it, which is just like spinning the, you know, skateboard, like you would have to do it hundreds of times, you know? So compared to other, like you get lucky or anything like that, you know, it's just like you have to practice with the focus. It's not like you're kicking the ball or anything like that, you know, like with the focus, with facing danger and sometimes overcoming the pain, you be able to be free to do those things, you know? So like there's a dedication and there's the consequences and there's a reward, you know? So skateboarding is not that simple, you know? Like more you get into, more harder it becomes actually. So more tricks you learn, there's even more tricks to be learned, you know? Yeah, so skateboarding is very, very complicated and requires a lot of focus and a lot of dedication and a lot of overcoming your fear, you know? Like I recently was able to get my trick back from, you know, like years ago, I was able to do, but in order to get it back, I had to overcome my fears, you know? And that gives you a good perception of where your fear level is at the same time, you know? Like if you don't face the fear, sometimes a lot of people just don't try to face the fear at all, you know? But we as a skater face the fear every time we go skateboarding, like, and like sometimes we get frustrated at ourselves, you know, not to somebody you play with, but at ourselves, and that improves us every single time, you know, like that gives us good gauge of where our fear should be, you know, like if you're too fearless, you're gonna get hurt. If you're too fearful, then you're not going to be able to do stuff. You know, you're not going to be able to be free on skateboard, you know, like, so.
I like watching skateboarders do those crazy things because they're trying to become competent. Like, and they're facing danger. They don't want the damn protective gear. Like sometimes it's just stupidity. It's like, wear a damn helmet, you know, but sometimes it's not. It's like, no, I don't want to wear a helmet. I want to expose myself to this danger. It's not that I'm stupid. Maybe it is. You know, I'm just being careless.
Right.
But maybe it's not. It's like No, I'm facing the danger. I'm trying to master it. And if you watch kids board slide down like handrails, if you don't think that that's courageous, then and maybe stupid. Those two things aren't so easy to distinguish.
Yeah.
But it's brave. And when they do it, it's like amazing. It's impossible to do that. You jump in the air, you grab your skateboard, you balance on this stupid rail, you slide for 20 feet. And the price for failure is, well, you do the splits on the rail. That's not fun. Or you land head first on the
That's not good. That's not good.
Fun.
Yeah.
No, that's bad.
That can change your masculinity like that.
Yeah. And so and the kids are often shooed away. It's like, wait a sec. They're practicing being courageous. They're practicing mastering something in the face of danger.
It gives you very good mental state of where you at with your fear levels at the same time. And skateboarding is very good mode of socializing, and it's very good mode of engaging people because we're not fighting somebody. We're not going after winning, we're winning our own battles, we're winning battles we want to overcome, we're not fighting against somebody. We're not fighting against other school. We're not fighting against other state. We're not fighting against other countries. We're there fighting on battles. And if we get the win, if we land the trick, everybody's happy. When you land a trick that you tried for 50 times, everybody cheers you, and that's how we become friends. We're friends of humanity or something, Yeah, another good thing about skateboarding is it's actually very multicultural. It doesn't belong to a single culture or something like that. Of course, skateboarding of its own, we're exclusive to stuff like, say, scooters. Skateboarders don't like scooters, because it moves different. Skateboarding is more streamlined. Scooter feels like it goes multiple different directions as they go. But anyways, we're operating different sort of rhythm or something like that. So we often don't like scooters. But for the most part, we're very inclusive group of people. We don't judge. We judge you if you complain a lot about tricks that you didn't practice, but yeah, we're very not judgmental, and we're very accepting as long as you're willing to skate, as long as you're willing to skate, as long as you're willing to take time. We're willing to we're just naturally oh, you're cool, and most skaters will take time to teach you how to skateboard. Most skaters will teach you how to skateboard, and no other place you go that much acceptance to the beginners, because we understand what we went through as we were learning skateboarding. It was not easy, It was not easy. And it takes a lot of effort to... Yeah. So, there's a lot going on with the skateboarding, and it's, to me, it's you're another thing is we're trying to solve sort of physics, with our foot, basically our body, like, and your body like the it's not like very limited motion activity. This requires all your body to function, like your balance, your arms needs to move properly. Say like if I want to do 360 turn on a skateboard, like my shoulder needs to be good, like it needs to able to swing, and there's a lot going on with the like physical side of things, and it's like there's no other sports that are more requiring of you of physical fitness. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's something, but the thing is, like, this requires everything, like jumping, kicking, moving this way, moving that way, and then you need to balance it. Like when you do grind tricks, there's so much going on with the skateboarding. Like, I mean, there's really like all kinds of motion that can be done on skateboarding in order to achieve your tricks, So skateboarding is like sort of like all body activity, all mind activity, and it's like 100 times more complicated than say like tennis. Of course, like tennis is very demanding sports, but we have to do so many things in order to skateboard, like balancing on a rail, like and then in order to get on the rail you have to pop the board and then get on it. Like it's just like there's like so much going on with the skateboarding. It's like there's a lot of complication in this skateboarding activity that like like a lot of people who look down on skateboarding, they couldn't even do kickflip, like so yeah, like skateboarding is like it's a whole new lifestyle, like your friendship culture, your mind body focus, your fitness state. I mean, there's nothing really come close to me that could replace skateboarding, So yeah, like yeah. So that's why I skateboard. Yeah, that's why I skateboard, and yeah, I hope people get this, Anyways, I think I'll end the video here. But yeah. But I mean, what do you expect though? World is world, World is how it is. You can't change everything, but yeah, like that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I'll see you on next video. And if you're not subscribed, like subscribe, like this video, and yeah, I'll like next video. I'll definitely try to get a skateboarding going, but today or this week I just couldn't. It's been too much rain, and I've been focusing a lot on my eBay for Christmas. So yeah. All right. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.